Hi, this is Boris. Welcome to another video of Sketchman Draws. Today I'm just going to show you how you can create your own monsters. So the idea was instead of just drawing the old Halloween monsters, I just wondered if we could come up with our own creatures just by combining animals. Like for example, if you take a dragon, well, what is a dragon? Is basically like a lizard, lizard-like creature with bat wings, right? Like giant bat wings. So I did this with like a bunch of people in the workshop on Sunday. So by the way, you can check out details about the workshop and the description in my meetup or on my website, sketchmanboris.com. So I just want to show you what we did, and then we will get right into it. So this is just a, and I'm going to use the same suggestion. So these were animals that were suggested by the people who joined my workshop. And by the way, people who are, if you are watching this video, thank you for joining the workshop. You know, this one was a crocodile, a cat, and owl, and I just added like a turtle shell because the back looked empty. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you first, and then I'm going to use the same suggestion, the same animals, but I'm going to remix them. I'm going to use different parts, right? So we did this. This was like a vulture, dog, and snake and squirrel. So this is my favorite, like shark, duck, and mouse. And this one is parrot, hedgehog, heron, and bear. Yeah. So we'll just do three. I'll try to do three. Let's see how long this video goes on. I just did the test for my audio, by the way. So if there's some background noise, I apologize. There's some construction outside, but they're far away. But so I just checked. It's not. I can't hear them. But let's get started. So the idea is that, like, you know, you need to make things simple for yourself. So constraints actually make you more creative. Like obstacles, I believe, can give you more freedom in a weird way. And also can also give you like a framework to start working, because if someone says like draw anything, sometimes you just are blocked in front of a white paper, right? So we have three animals. So what we're going to do is usually a creature will have not three body parts, but three sections in their anatomy, right? Like the head, what I call the body, where the limbs are attached to, and then the tail, so whatever that tail is, or at least the back side of their body. So here, like, you know, like I think so the crocodile, cat, and owl, right? So I'm going to change. So for example, let's and again, if you want, you can write it, but this is just to explain the process. The cat, I think I can put the cat at the end and maybe crocodile in the middle, right? So okay, so now we are good to go. So again, I would suggest not to look for references, just use what you remember in your visual library about these animals, because I don't want you to get distracted, because you look at the phone, you get a notification or an email, and then you don't draw anymore. So so the point is to have fun, to draw, and entertain yourself and entertain people. So that's what happened in the workshop. So let's see. So I'm taking a pen here. For the owl, you know, but so now here I'm drawing this animal. We can play with that. So I think the owl, I think it has like a shape like this, right? Like, and it has the it has a beak like this, and big eyes, right? I don't know. I'm going to do some owls have? I don't know. For some reason, I remember. Sorry, let me zoom in and maybe to. And by the way, I encourage you to draw along, of course, if the point of this video is that you can watch this again, pause, and get your tools. All you need is a pencil, paper, and eraser, and just draw along. And okay, so let's just say, yeah, like, you know, that looks like an owl, right? Like, and I did that without any reference. It's just putting things together from what you remember. Okay. And by the way, the reason why I do say that is because sometimes you remember it wrong, and you end up creating a new like, for example, we were drawing an owl, right? So you might end up creating a new version of an owl, right, without even knowing it, right? Like, so so we are in the fantasy world, so we can create. Okay, crocodile. Because I'm in digital, I can move things around. But so for crocodile, so I'm going to. I guess that their body is like this, right? It's like a. I'm going to draw like a baguette, and then the. I mean, they're reptiles, right? So the reptilian body, something like this. If you have like a book that you want, like a National Geographic book or something that you want to look at, you can. But again, I just, you know, like I said, I don't want you to get distracted, especially if your goal is to draw today. Sure, and the other legs will be here, but okay, we can't see them. Yeah. Okay, so we have our body, cat. Okay, we'll use the tail, cat's tail. So, and as I explained in the workshop, if you want to sell the fact that this is made out of fur, you just do this. Okay, you just do these. You build that line with lines like this, and that gives you the illusion that this is made of fur, right? Okay. So because I have digital, I can put these things together. So, but of course, if you are using traditional, you can just draw them together. But this is just to show the process. But and again, we can go. I mean, we are this is just like a demo, so I'm not going in for the details. I'm not doing any coloring, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to, like, you know. So you can, if you end up with a creature that you really like, just, yeah, you know, just go ahead. So here I feel like there's this, I don't like this break, so I'm going to turn it into like feathers, so that there's this, I don't know, I just like this, it just looks more interesting. Just like when we did with the fur, where I like doing these lines like that. Now, like, the feathers are like, I'll do these kind of rounded shapes, and you know, you can see it, it looks like it's all about context. So it's like words. So if you take one word and you put it in another context, another sentence, it can have a totally different meaning. So just because we have an owl and then next to it we have these shapes, your mind immediately just connects and then says, oh, these must be feathers, right? So that's the, let me put the spikes here. So yeah, that's I always try to make up names, so that's Okra cat. Okra cat. I don't know. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's do another one. So this time, vulture, snake, and squirrel. Vulture, like actually, I really enjoy that the shape of the neck of the squirrel. Sorry, the vulture. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the vulture for the head, and just to do something different, like because we did the previous creature was like kind of crawling on the floor. Maybe we can do something that is like standing up. So I have no idea what's going to come out, but I see some images in my head. So let's see. So vulture can be the head. Maybe squirrel body, and then snake tail. I don't know. Let's see. Let's say let's see. So like I said, I really love the. So how do you draw a vulture? Like so you draw a ball like this. You have that neck that hangs like this, right? Like so the shoulder is like here, and something like this. No, it's not again, it's not accurate, but let me make him angry, like, yeah. So yeah. So once we have that, you know, and vultures have these kind of like this neck. I don't know, like something around the feathers around these necks that are like this, right? So we said squirrel, squirrel body. So okay, I think squirrel. Maybe I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw like this, like he's like in a fighting stance or something. Like he has a. Also like I mean squirrel's tail, but I did it in another drawing, so I'm just going to and then it connects into like the snake's tail, right? This actually ended up being like a very dynamic kind of pose. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So again, I'm just I don't have any expectation. The only point is to just combine stuff, and I'm not thinking about like why am I drawing? What is it? Will it be used for? Is it pretty enough to post and stuff? No, I don't really care about that, right? So don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself. Okay, so okay, so I love the shark's head, but I'm going to fight my because I don't want to do the same drawing. So I'm going maybe shark's tail, and maybe duck head, and then mouse's body. Yeah. So maybe we can do like this. Because I can imagine like a ratatouille the sorry okay, let's start with the head. I'm getting ahead of myself. so the duck's head, it's similar. I think the duck's head is also like a round circle, right? And has this kind of, again, like just with the silhouette, with the beak, you can tell what bird it is, right? Like I mean, I'm not a bird specialist, but just I think that's just interesting. And that's one thing about drawing, is that when you start drawing things, you kind of start to observe things in a new way and start to understand and get curious about stuff, hopefully, right? And the so I'm also going to do some feathers here. This is really if you see this creature, you run. um, I don't really remember how the, yeah, I guess it's kind of similar to squirrel, right? Like their arms are like kind of like this, and like T-Rex kind of vibe going there. I'm just going to black it out to push it back, and we can put the fin here, and I think my education on animal anatomy comes more from cartoons than real life. So, and that's what we need for this, because we're in the fantasy world. So we don't need to be a concept artist or something to do this. All you need is to trust yourself. I don't know, I'm guessing the shark's tail looks like this. I'm not sure. And same here, like we did with the cat's tail. If you want to suggest that it's furry, you can do this. A little bit like that. Yeah, and I don't think I named the other creature, but anyway, let's name this one duck. He will be Dumosha, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, we created three creatures, just combining three animals that already exist, and that's the part of imagination. Imagination doesn't come from zero, it comes from something that you already know, you've already seen, but the creativity is like putting them in different ways, in an interesting way, right? Like, so that was the point of this demo, this workshop. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Boris for Sketchman Draws, signing off.